Have you all seen how Tamar Braxton has been talking a lot about love lately? In the past few weeks, she has shared that she is trying to love herself more and focus on her own happiness. She said, "I am in a season of really loving myself. If I keep pouring love into myself, then the person who is meant for me will come into my life." She even showed off her manifestation ring and said it is a symbol of her hope that the right partner will find her soon. But not everyone seems to believe in this new love journey of hers. There are some people saying that someone very close to her has been throwing a little shade. And that person is her own sister, Trina Braxton. Now, this shocked a lot of people because most fans thought Trina and Tamar were always on good terms. They looked like they supported each other and stayed close through everything. But from what some reports are saying, things have been really tense between them in the last few weeks. People online are talking, and some are saying that Trina has been making some strong comments. One thing she is said to have said was, "With all of Tamar's drama, loud reactions, and strong attitude, there is no way she can keep a man." That is a bold thing to say, especially coming from a sister. We do not know for sure if Trina really said those exact words, but the fact that people are even talking about it shows that something is going on. It makes you wonder, have things really gotten this bad between the sisters? From the outside, it looked like they were always close and had each other's back. But maybe there is a lot more going on behind the scenes that we do not see. Only time will tell if they can work it out and get back to being on good terms. Now, there is more to this story that made people start talking again. After everything that Ashley shared, fans started paying even more attention to Tamar and Trina's relationship. Many people were surprised that Tamar would bring something so personal to the show, especially since it involved Trina's past and her ex-husband Gabe. Some fans felt like Tamar was trying to protect Ashley and give her a safe space to speak. But others felt like Tamar was being messy and used the show to bring up old family drama. As you can imagine, this made things even more tense between her and Trina. Trina had already been through a lot in her own love life, especially with her past relationship with Gabe. That experience was painful for her, and it left behind a lot of emotional scars. So when certain things about her personal life were brought up again on a public platform, it probably made her feel betrayed. She might have felt that some matters should have remained private, especially when they involve family. For many people, when family business becomes public, it only adds more stress and confusion to an already difficult situation. It is also true that speaking about private family issues in front of the world can make things worse. When people argue or share their personal pain behind closed doors, it is easier to heal and move forward. But when those same problems are talked about on television or online, they often turn into something much bigger. Strangers start to judge. The story gets twisted. And instead of fixing the problem, it usually creates more distance and damage between loved ones. On top of that, there were rumors going around that Trina made some very hurtful comments about Tamar. According to what some people in the family said, Trina told someone that Tamar would never be able to keep a man. These rumors also claimed that Trina spoke about Tamar's strong personality and bold attitude. She said that these traits would make it hard for any man to stay in a relationship with Tamar for a long time. Now, nobody knows for sure if Trina really said those words. There is no clear proof. But even hearing such things as a rumor can cause deep pain. Imagine hearing that your own sister might think that you will never find true love. That can hurt someone's heart, especially if they are already going through emotional struggles. Tamar has been very open about her journey in recent months. She has shared with the world that she is going through a time of healing and personal growth. She is not chasing love just to feel accepted. Instead, she is learning how to love herself first. Tamar now wears a special ring that she calls her manifestation ring. It is not just a piece of jewelry. For her, it is a symbol of hope. It reminds her that when the time is right, and when she is truly ready, the right person will come into her life. She wants a love that is real, a love that respects her heart, matches her energy, and supports her dreams. She is no longer interested in love that brings pain, confusion, or disrespect. Tamar is choosing peace over problems, and she is choosing herself first. That is something many women can relate to. It takes strength to walk away from things that are not good for you, and even more strength to believe that something better is coming. But still, no matter how strong a person becomes, when support is missing from their own family, it leaves a deep wound. Family is supposed to be your safe place, your biggest cheerleaders, the ones who lift you up when the world tries to bring you down. So when your own sister does not seem to support you, or worse, says something that could break your spirit, it becomes very hard to move forward without carrying pain. Tamar has always been full of personality. She is confident, bold, and speaks her mind. And while those traits are part of what makes her special, they can also cause tension with others, especially when emotions are already high. Still, being strong or outspoken should not mean that someone does not deserve love. Everyone deserves to be loved for who they are, not just for who others want them to be. This is why the possible tension between Trina and Tamar feels so personal to many people. It is not just about fame or family drama. It is about two sisters who seem to have lost their way with each other. And deep down, it is also about healing old wounds, finding peace, and learning how to support each other again, even after everything that has happened. As Tamar continues her journey, many people are watching and cheering her on. They see her trying to grow, trying to be happy, and trying to believe in love again. Whether or not Trina supports her now, Tamar is still moving forward. And maybe one day, both sisters will sit down, speak from the heart, and find a way to reconnect. Because at the end of the day, love, whether it is romantic or between family, only works when there is respect, understanding, and real support. Right now, people are hoping that Tamar and Trina, two sisters who have been through so much together, can find a way to understand each other once more. Despite all their struggles, the bond of sisterhood remains strong, and there is always a chance for healing if both of them are willing to put in the effort. The situation began when Tamar discovered an unexpected charge on her credit card. She had not stayed at the hotel, so she was left confused and questioning why she had been charged. When she called JR to ask for an explanation, his response was cold and dismissive. He acted as if he did not care and gave her an attitude, which made Tamar feel even more upset. The hotel later confirmed that JR had used the room, and that was when Tamar realized that something was very wrong. Feeling hurt and betrayed by JR, Tamar turned to social media to share her side of the story. She expressed how much she had trusted him, only to be taken advantage of. Tamar's fans were shocked by the news, but unfortunately, many were not entirely surprised. Over the years, Tamar had experienced several heartbreaks, and her fans knew how hard she had tried to make her relationships work. Some even felt that Tamar had a pattern of picking the wrong men, and this incident only seemed to add to her string of disappointments. What makes this even more painful is the possibility that Trina, Tamar's sister, may have said something harsh during a difficult time. If Trina really told Tamar that she would never find a man, it would have struck a deep emotional chord with Tamar. After all, Tamar had already been through so much in her love life. She had tried time and again to make relationships work, but each time, things seemed to go wrong. The idea of her sister saying such a thing would add another layer of pain to an already heartbreaking situation. At the end of the day, Tamar and Trina's relationship as sisters is incredibly important. Both of them have faced challenges in their personal lives, but they also share a deep love for each other. While their relationship is going through a rough patch right now, there is still hope that they can find a way to heal and rebuild their bond. Some people believe that Trina was not really trying to be mean to Tamar. They think she may have just been tired of all the drama that keeps happening in the family. Being in the public eye and dealing with personal problems at the same time can be very stressful. Trina and Tamar have both been through a lot, and sometimes that stress can come out in the wrong way. It is possible that Trina made a harsh comment out of frustration, not hate. However, other people believe that there is still some jealousy and many old problems between the two sisters. Their relationship has never been perfect. Over the years, they have had many small fights and arguments. Some of those fights were about personal things, and others were about family issues. Even though they are sisters and love each other deep down, their bond has not always been strong. There have been times when they were close and times when they kept their distance. But one thing is very clear: Tamar has had a very difficult time when it comes to love. She has always tried her best to make her relationships work, but things have not always gone the way she wanted. From her early relationship with Delight, to her marriage with Vince, to her time with David, and most recently with JR, each relationship brought its own set of challenges and heartbreaks. Each man was different, but the result was often the same: pain, disappointment, and lessons learned. Even after all these heartbreaks, Tamar is still standing. She is still hopeful. She has not given up on love. That shows how strong she is. Many people would have lost hope, but not Tamar. She has talked about taking time to heal. She has said that she is learning to love herself first, and that is a big step. She believes that once she puts herself first and truly knows her own worth, the right person will come into her life. Tamar even wears a manifestation ring now. It is a special ring that reminds her every day that love will come when the time is right. It is a symbol of hope, belief, and patience. She is not rushing. She is focusing on becoming the best version of herself, and that is a beautiful thing. No one knows what the future holds, but maybe this next chapter in Tamar's life will be the one where she finally finds real love and peace. Maybe this time, it will be someone who truly sees her, values her, and loves her for who she is without games or pain. She has been through enough, and she deserves to be happy. Let us all hope that her next love story will be the one that brings her the joy she has been waiting for. So this is what happened. Tamar found out that a hotel room was booked under Jeremy Robinson's name, and it also had another guest listed as Miss J. The room was used by Jeremy and this Miss J, and Tamar was very surprised. She said that when she asked Jeremy about it, he became rude and told her to go take her medicine. Tamar said she never meant to be mean when she shared the post. She said she only shared it because she was hurt. Then she posted a screenshot of a young woman's Instagram profile. She believed this was the same woman from the hotel. Tamar wrote, "Playing in my face with a 25-year-old. Shaking my head. Took my jewelry, took me to Turks, and all this time had someone else. I hate you, Jeremy Robinson." After that, Miss J, whose real name is Jalen H, came forward and replied. She said, "There is no truth in this. These are very serious and false things to say, and they come with real consequences. Tamar, you are wrong. Period." She also laughed at Tamar's claims on her own Instagram page. A fan told her that Tamar had just exposed her, and Jalen said it was all lies. Jeremy Robinson, also known as JR, also spoke about the situation. He said that he had been single for 6 months and that his relationship with Tamar was over. He said they were only trying to stay friends, nothing more. JR said that Tamar kept attacking him online, and he was tired of it. He said it was because of Tamar's anxiety and the way she sees things. He explained that he was not available to her emotionally or physically during their relationship, but he still tried to protect her, even when she spoke badly about him. JR also said that yes, he did invite Tamar to Turks and Caicos for his birthday, but not because he wanted to get back together with her. He invited her only because he still saw her as family. He made it very clear that they were just friends. So even if he was seeing someone else, it should not matter to Tamar or anyone else. Now let us go back to what this is really about. Tamar has had a hard time with love. She has been hurt many times. So if her own sister Trina really told her that she would never find a man, that would be a very painful thing to say, especially when Tamar is still trying to find love again. Tamar recently said that she has not dated anyone for a whole year. She said, "I have not been out, I have not dated, nothing. But now I am ready to go outside." That shows she is ready to heal and move forward. Yes, the Braxton sisters have had many problems. But if Trina really said those words, then maybe she is more hurtful than people thought. Of course, we do not know for sure if Trina said it or not. But what do you think? Do you believe Trina could say something so mean to Tamar? And do you think Tamar has trouble finding love because of how she acts sometimes? Please share your thoughts in the comments. I really want to know what you think.